When he was in Montana, I said, Jeff, you're really happy out there, aren't you? And he said, yeah. He goes, but you know, Mom, I can find something to be happy about wherever I am. That was his philosophy of life.
When you think of Jeff, the first thing you think of is his smile. I can see him in my head right now. He was always smiling. He was very energetic, very kind, very loving, always wanting to help someone, I mean genuinely, really wanting to help people.
The kindergarten teacher, I remember she told me, oh, he's wonderful. He's like a little pot of boiling water, which is exactly the best description for him.
Hello, I'm Jeff. And see, I stick at the guitar, but I practice.
I'd be walking down the hall and he would just see it in my face and he'd kind of stop me. He'd go, Christy, it's okay.
It's like it was never awkward or anything with him, ever. You can never make anything awkward.
I'm like, Jeff, where are you? Get in the city. It's like, oh, I'm playing floor hockey. Like, Jeff, we have a show in like 3 hours. It's like, oh no, dude, it's no worries, man. I'll be there. And you know, he always was.
On drums, 18 years old, he's breaking the law being here tonight. Jeff Korba.
This is our entourage right now, driving in the city. This is a look of what Monument has, like, what a member of Monument and half of Monument's entourage, what it looks like to get into the city.
He had an overwhelming sense of music.
In the end, you know, when he decided to go to school, it was, I was really happy, and I think that it was the best thing he could have done.
College has become a rite of passage.
Jeff was on point, and that was the definition of being on point.
Would always like lecture us about how there's no reason why we can't get our work done and have an awesome time.
He had a gift, you know. He had a gift, and he was just coming into his own.
Oh, I think we were there for like 3 days. We were there definitely for Thanksgiving Day.
He called me at about 3:30.
It was kind of late in the afternoon.
There's a high school on my left and a cemetery on my right. Go left. And I said, you'll be in West Yellowstone in an hour. And I said, and then you're an hour from Bozeman.
Heard a noise, I looked in my rearview mirror. I have no idea what to do.
I'll show you.
Well, it was Sunday, so it was the end of Thanksgiving weekend.
Yeah.
And Jack was still home from college.
My dad and I were watching a movie, and you know, I heard the knock on the door, and there was a police officer.
And I woke up to sounds I don't really like to hear. So I don't usually hear like anyone crying in my house.
First, got a text message.
Jesse came knocking on my door, opened my door, he's like, I was in my office and I forget who it was that knocked on my door.
When I think about that day, I think of it being completely gray. Like it was monotone. Like there was no color in the world.
19, 20 years old and like life can end, you know? You feel invincible and all your friends are invincible. And it hit home, it did.
He had his own perspective on things, and he was a very open-minded kid that
Talk to anybody and
Get him to do stuff.
relate with him.
Jeff was always good about that. He always liked to keep in touch with people. And we just started talking about music and about books. could anybody learn from Jeff's lifestyle? And the answer is, yeah. You know, like anybody who knew Jeff was changed by him.
They just all connected with him, you know. He connected with everybody. He was special.